Right now at 4 o'clock, a look at the damage across Texas and the country after a long night of strong storms. And with Iranian attacks threatening global oil shipments, President Trump is telling oil companies to just keep sending their tankers through the Strait of Hormuz, even as the U.S. warns of more possible strikes. And a sinkhole in Dallas revealing safety problems that people in the community say they've been calling attention to for some time now. And you won't see this today, at least not here in North Texas. Check out the wind and the rain in Decatur last night. It was coming down fiercely there. Quite a lightning storm, as well as that weather just pushed its way through North Texas, leaving behind some damage in some places and certainly some soggy ground. But a beautiful day has followed it today, thank goodness. We've got meteorologist Cassie Hyder to start us off with here this afternoon. Things looking way better as we go into this evening than what we were looking at this time yesterday.
Yes, yesterday obviously we had the storms that rolled through, but today beautiful. Lots of sun. It's been a little windy though this afternoon. We've had a cold front come in. And so we actually have a WFA weather alert day that actually goes until 10 o'clock tonight because of all the wind that we're currently seeing. So wind advisory, which includes wind sustained between about 20 to 30 miles an hour, but we have and could still see wind gusts of up to around 40 miles an hour. So just use extra caution on the road and secure any of those outdoor items if you haven't already done so. So wind advisory includes the Metroplex and areas to the west for, again, those gusts up to about 40 miles an hour. It's definitely windy right now. You can see temperature wise though, we're doing pretty good. 70 degrees, dew point's a lot lower than where we were yesterday. Today, look at that wind. It's coming in out of the north. We've got a gust at 36 in downtown Dallas, a 38-mile-an-hour wind gust in Fort Worth, and there's that 40 in Seymour and a 43 over in Haskell. So cold front just to our south and east. Temperature starting to drop a little bit behind it. We're at 66 degrees in Gainesville, 69 in Denton, 69 in Fort Worth, 71 in downtown Dallas, and still 73 degrees in Waxahachie. Satellite and radar showing a few clouds that we still have out there right now and some showers in some of our far eastern counties. But we are done with the severe weather. We just have a lot of wind to get through this evening. Now, eventually overnight tonight, the wind will relax a little bit. It will still be breezy, but I think by tomorrow morning, under clear skies, we're dropping to about 40 degrees with a light north wind. So tomorrow morning, it is going to be pretty chilly. We're going to talk about how much temperatures can recover tomorrow afternoon coming up in just a little bit. Jason.
All right, Cassie, thank you for that. Let's get now to the war with Iran today. Iran striking ships in the Strait of Hormuz, targeting a key global shipping lane. A Thai cargo ship was engulfed in flames, in fact, after it was hit by an unknown projectile. You can see the damage that was left behind there. That was just one of 3 vessels attacked in that vital waterway just south of Iran. U.S. Central Command vowing action against any further attacks and releasing video showing strikes on Iranian naval ships, saying it destroyed 16 mine-laying vessels there that could have disrupted oil traffic even further in that waterway. Despite the ongoing threat at that choke point, President Trump is telling oil companies that the strait is safe and is encouraging them to just continue sending their tankers through.
I think they should. I think they should use this. In my opinion, look, we took out just about all of their mine ships in one night.
Of course, those oil companies and their insurers are definitely weighing those risks. Shipping traffic remains near a standstill as tensions rise. U.S. officials warning Iran could target more vessels in retaliation for the American attack. Jeffrey Epstein's longtime accountant, Richard Kahn, was facing tough questions behind closed doors on Capitol Hill today. House oversight investigators want to understand how Epstein was able to build his fortune over the years and whether his financial network helped to enable his crimes. Kahn, who worked for Epstein from the mid-2000s until his death in 2019 in prison, denied any wrongdoing, saying he was unaware of the abuse until after Epstein's death and that he deeply regrets if he, quote, unknowingly assisted him.
This is a very illuminating one because we're starting to hear more information about the infrastructure around Jeffrey Epstein that enabled him to commit these crimes and do the things he did.
That deposition comes as authorities are searching Epstein's New Mexico ranch for evidence, reopening an investigation after the Department of Justice files included unsubstantiated allegations of abuse on that property. One more note about Khan here. He and Epstein's longtime lawyer recently settled a class action lawsuit filed by victims for at least $25 million without admitting any wrongdoing. A sinkhole in Dallas is showing a problem now that could only go deeper from here. It opened up last week at White Rock Lake, and as Brittany Moncrief explains today, people have been warning that erosion has been a big safety issue there for some time now.
Well, over the years, advocates of White Rock Lake Trail have been concerned about safety. Studies have shown that there's been erosion happening, and now with a sinkhole, there's concerns about infrastructure. Carol Bell Walton is a longtime advocate of the area. She's been vocal about erosion between the lake and trail, but after a sinkhole was found last week between the street and trail, Walton says the concern now is infrastructure. The city has since filled the hole, but Walton says the sinkhole was about 20 feet deep and was caused by an abandoned sewer line. When we reached out to the city of Dallas, they would not confirm what caused the sinkhole, but said in a statement the area has been stabilized.
If DWU's infrastructure has so compromised this area that we're seeing collapsing shafts, then DWU needs to take responsibility to shore this area up.
The city says the area will remain closed while Dallas Water Utilities investigate what caused the sinkhole. In Lakewood, I'm Brittany Moncrief.
All right, so those storms that moved through here yesterday caused quite a mess out on the roads. From 5 p.m. yesterday to 7 a.m. today, you can see the numbers there on the side of your screen. Dallas Fire Rescue responded to 66 car accidents. The Dallas Police Department tallied 60 crashes in that time period. Fort Worth Police showed 41 of them. While not all of those were weather related, it is not a doubt at all that those storms definitely had an effect. So the question is, what are we looking out like on the roads out there today? Stacia Wilson here to give us a look at that. Looking better, at least in that shot.
Most definitely so. Well, we just have a little bit of traffic. You know what? All of those accidents, obviously, is a bad situation there. Tonight, you really just need to look out for that wind that Cassie was talking about. But for right now, it is smooth sailing. You just have traffic along I-30 in the eastbound portion as folks are getting ready to cross over the bridge into Rockwall County right there at Lake Ray Hubbard. Typically, this is the busier portion of this part of the interstate around this time of the afternoon, but the good news is this is also when construction lets up here. So at least you won't have to worry about those daytime lane closures we've been seeing continuously. Mainly all of the traffic that we're seeing, the biggest slowdowns are in the east part of Dallas County. So this is a look at US 80. US 80 westbound as you're heading towards 635. Traffic slow moving there, active construction. This just started to back up, so I'm going to keep watching it and make sure there aren't any collisions to let you know about. We also have slow moving traffic along 635 southbound as you're approaching US 80. So basically 635 is slow between I-30 and 635. So just checking out Denton County as well as Tarrant County. Here's a look at Arlington. I-30 looks just fine. We do have an upcoming closure though that will slow things down along I-35E in Louisville. That is happening this weekend. So Friday night into Saturday morning, I-35E is going to be shut down on the northbound side at Main Street and on the southbound side at Valley Ridge Boulevard. Traffic diverted to the service road.